Good morning, everyone. This is Alamon, and this is another kind of quick announcement video or vlog or something like that. So we can see here, patch 1.9 is coming out pretty soon. The date right now, December the 5th. I think I am going to publish this video right away, so that won't be surprising. Um, it will be released sometime next week. And I'm going to not do a whole read-through of all the changes here, but look at that. Added Chinese revolter nations based on new cultural division. So I assume what that means is that there will be a whole bunch of new cores with nations that you can release, and that's something that we really, really, really need in this playthrough. We got a really late start thanks to kind of that role playing with not going after the Ming right away. So we lost the Zhou cores, and was it also the Xi cores? I don't know. But regardless, a whole bunch of cores disappeared. So we need this. We need to wait for this. That means I'm not going to play anymore until this patch comes out, because it will make a big difference in what we're doing right now in the playthrough. So that might mean that I will run out of my buffer here. I think I'm set through the 26th of December. And the earliest I might get more episodes up after that would be maybe around the 6th or 7th of January. So there might be a fair gap there. We'll have to see exactly when that patch comes out versus when I will be leaving town. Also, there was that survey, and yeah, I was very happy. 7 people completed that survey. A lot of people said that my voice volume should be louder. I kind of agree. The issue there is that I already have the gain set up pretty much as high as it'll go. And on the microphone itself, I have a 10 decibel pad that I usually use, which helps to get rid of a lot of the noise in the stream. So right now I'm not using the pad because I don't care as much, but if we click it down here, you'll hear that things suddenly got a fair bit quieter, and a lot of the background noise and static dissipated. So that's the setting that I normally keep it on. And one thing I could do is just make the rest of the game a little quieter, but then just the overall volume would be quite low. The other thing is it just takes forever to render videos if I actually tweak things. I usually just use Handbrake to take the raw Fraps footage and then make it something a bit smaller. That runs at about 30 frames per second, or at about 1-to-1 ratio with the actual time. If I try to use Sony Vegas or something, it's more like a 4-to-1 ratio. It takes absolutely forever to render. So I just try to get the audio more or less right the first time. Yeah, music volume, maybe quieter. That was a loud song in that little clip I presented, and I did that intentionally. Because if the music's too quiet, that doesn't really matter. If it's too loud, that can be a problem. Most of you just said it was fine. I'm still really annoyed that the combat sound gets so loud when you're zoomed in, but if I turn that down any further, then all the other sounds get way too quiet. It's really bothersome that I can't just say make combat less loud. And so yeah, this was should be louder, should be quieter. Who knows? I love this suggestion. So, of course, Iron Man does not mean no mods at all. Iron Man just means that you can only use mods that make cosmetic changes, that don't make gameplay changes. And I absolutely could have a mod that would change. I did make a mod once, Mitch Hedberg loading tips, which no longer works because Paradox changed the modding system. You now have to re-upload with a file, that certifies that you're compatible with the newest patch, blah, blah, blah. I didn't bother doing that because I was just playing around when I made that first mod. So, yeah, this could be something that I try to do, or, well, of course I didn't ask for names in this survey, but, yeah, if whoever made this comment wants to comment on the video, and, maybe we can work something out. And then we got, yeah, lots of Paradox games, lots of strategy games. I used to play Civ 4 a bit. I have never played Civ 5. I don't know. I'm not as interested in the Civ games anymore. But yeah, lots of good suggestions here, I think. And then, yeah, I'm glad that you seem to mostly enjoy that sort of role-play-y, storyline-y video with the declaration of the Empire of Great Chosun. So that was interesting. That was an interesting experience. I don't think that I did that video particularly well, but it still served its purpose. Look at that, OBS. So weird. Seeing the hallway down forever there. Alright, well, I'm going to cut this video here, so good night, sleep tight, and don't let the grayskin bite. Bye-bye.